Assalamualaikum and welcome to those who are watching. My name is Muhammad Idaham and today I will talk about the process and flow of issuing bond. Before we discuss about the process of the flow of bond, let's first talk about bond. Bond is a long-term fixed income security that borrower agree to pay the fixed income in a given period of time and repay the amount of principal to the bondholder at maturity. Next, let us move on to how issuing bond works. First and foremost, you have to do an initial planning. In initial planning, there are three things that you have to do. The first one is to determine how much amount you want to raise. Next one is you have to choose the bond type. There are two types of bond. The first one is the fixed interest rate bond and the second one is floating rate bond. The fixed rate bond is where the interest rate is not changing throughout the period of time. Meanwhile, the floating rate is where the interest rate is changing due to the market change. And the last one, you have to establish the terms and the interest rate. This is where you determine the period of the bond and the interest rate to compete with the other bonds in the market. The next stage is engage with the underwriters. Underwriters are usually the investment banks. Their role in this stage is to help structuring the bond offer, pricing the bond, ensuring legal compliance, and market it to potential investors. Next is to prepare legal prospectus. Legal prospectus is where a legal document where the terms of the bonds are there. Moving to the next stage, you have to get an approval from the regulatory bodies. Before the bond is sold, you have to ask approval from the relevant regulatory bodies. In this case, in Malaysia, we have Securities Commission, also known as SC. The next stage is to market and bond selling. In this stage, it will also involve underwriters. Underwriters have to promote or market the bond using the techniques of marketing through presentation or roadshow to attract the potential investor. And the last one is when you receive fund and start to pay the interest. Once bonds are issued and the issuer receive fund and the bonds start accruing interest, the issuer are obligated to make payment to bondholders and the principal at maturity. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching.